What's going on, guys and girls? Scott here, and today we're going to be playing some not so special delivery scout. Now, my buddy Glaceon stumbled upon a haunted ghost baker, which, as many of you know, it's my dream unusual hat, and he wanted this PE milkman off of the market. So I decided to give it a whirl before I traded it off and said, fuck it, let's just do the full set. It's been a while. Now, I rarely use anything but the scatter anymore, but I do remember when the Shortstop was one of the beastliest weapons in the scout arsenal. Now add in the Milkman, the Mad Milk, and the Holy Mackerel, and you have the Special Delivery Scout. Now I was just running around, having some fun, trying to ignore the fact that the Shortstop looks like it has MS thanks to the auto reload, when I stumbled upon this. A calling card. A frickin' calling card. That's right. That's why I stopped playing with the Shortstop. Actually, that's why I stopped playing with a lot of the different sets. Valve removed the item set bonuses. So it was all coming back to me, the joys of sniping and never getting headshot, or just zipping around with the pyro and burning up everything that got in my way. And I'm getting nostalgic, but I really miss those sets right about now. For those of you that started playing TF2 after the summer of 2013, you really missed out on some extremely fun, mildly overpowered item sets that gave insane bonuses while in use. Now, these were introduced to the game in 2010, but after a few years, Valve decided to scrap them in lieu of the calling card because a hat was needed to complete the set, and they felt that it was mildly stepping into the pay-to-win arena because everybody didn't have the hat to create an equal playing field. Now, if you don't remember the item sets, the main ones were the Special Delivery, which it gave you a plus 25 max health. Now currently the most you can go up to is 140, and that's having the Babyface Blaster. There may actually be one more weapon that gives you 140, but it was an extra 25 max health, which was insane. Now the Shortstop still gives a plus 20% healing while it's deployed, but then you have to deal with a 40% knockback penalty, which I guess isn't too bad being that it used to be 80, but then again the Shortstop used to reload a lot faster, which made it pretty OP. Next up was the Tank Buster with the Grenadier Soft Cap, the Black Box, and the Battalion's Backup. If you had those equipped, you would get a plus 20% sentry damage resistance, which is nice. If you're playing Soldier, if you're using the Black Box, you're going to be trying to take out those pesky, annoying sentries. You would get a 20% damage resistance, which is just kind of godly going up against sentries, especially triples. Now you still get a plus 15 health from the Black Box and a 20% health from the Battalion's Backup, equaling a 35% health boost, which is actually a lot better than the 20% damage resistance, but still, it was pretty cool at the time. After that, we have the Croco style sniper. This was a big one. You could not go on a server without somebody having the old Snaggletooth on, and it wasn't even that great of a hat, but the unusuals were extremely expensive. I think the regular hat was like 2.66 or 3 ref, which was big at that time when most hats were like 1.33. If you had the old Snaggletooth, the Sydney Sleeper, the Darwin Danger Shield, and the Bushwhacker, you would have headshot immunity, which was amazing. Now you still get a plus 25 health if you wear the Evil, that is the DDS, but you can't get a headshot with a crit from the Sydney. So it's kind of a downgrade from headshot immunity, not to mention you're going to have a lot of people raging against you for using that DDS in a server because it's not good. Don't use the DDS. That's a PSA from ScottJAw. Now here's the biggest one. This is what most people probably used. It made the Spy extremely OP. The Familiar Fez, the Latranger, and the Ur. You would get a reduced cloak sound volume. You would also get a 0.5 cloak blink time. Now you already know stabbing somebody in the back with the Ur, it's nice, it's smooth, you take them over automatically, you're disguised. Now imagine that with a reduced cloak sound volume and extra blink time. Really, really nice. Now you still get a plus 15% charge to cloak on hit, 40% increased cloak time, and the victim's death isn't shown in the kill feed. So it's still nice, and you'll still see that set quite a bit in the pubs. Because people still like it, but I was never really a fan of the Fez, so I'm kind of glad to see that one go. Not to mention, I don't really play Spy, as you guys know, so wasn't a big deal to me, but there are still people that complain about it. And finally, one that I use the most, it was probably my favorite, even more so than the Special Delivery, the Gas Jockeys Gear, the Attendant, the Degreaser, and the Power Jack. Now I still use the Degreaser and the Power Jack, you would get a plus 10% move speed, which was awesome because you didn't have to have your power jack out, but the downside of that is you would take an extra 10% of bullet damage. Now you still get the quick 65% weapon switch and a 15% move speed boost when you use them together, but it's not the same as the extra passive 10%, which was unrealistic. It was amazing, but the greaser and the power jack are still a lethal combo, which you will see used very often in pubs. It's actually my main go-to for pyro. Now, as you can see, some of those bonuses were crazy, and I can definitely see why Volvo nerfed them. And to be honest, it's nice not seeing 2 to 3 old Snaggletooth snipers on every Koth game I join, but I do kind of miss them, especially for Scout and Pyro. And like I said earlier, the weapons were changed to stay relevant, but it's just not the same. So let me know in the comments section below what you think of the item set bonuses, if you remember and miss them, if you have any good stories about them or anything like that. Or if you're kind of face palming and going like, what the fuck, Valve, what were you thinking? That's a horrible idea to mix a hat with a set and give people these insane bonuses. So that's it for now. As always guys, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take it easy and peace.